Hello. Welcome, welcome. How is everyone? Hopefully everybody is recovering from the holidays a little bit. How is everyone? Hello, hello, welcome. Hopefully you guys are all getting your little notices here on Facebook. We didn't quite get the RSVP up, but we will get it for the next event. Say hi, let me know you're joining me in the comments. Hopefully everybody's recovering from the holidays. We'll get a little bit of some ideas spinning, some brainstorming happening around here as we just play to see what kind of scrapbooking layouts we can create using just a few of the few designer templates, in this case, the spotlighted sets for this month, which is always kind of fun to, I wanted to say limit, but kind of it's a challenge, using specific sets and then kind of seeing what that turns into as far as working within certain boundaries or certain things. And that's what challenges most of the time do for us. So today I'm going to kind of do that. I'm going to stick to the spotlighted sets for this month. Every month we choose a few spotlighted sets and we feature them in the Kiwi Club PDF. So those of you that are Kiwi Club members, we feature them in there. So you'll see them sprinkled in with the Kiwi Club kits and just a variety of different ways how you can mix and match the designer templates. And then of course, we'll feature them in some blog posts, in some events. And so for today, for this Play-to-Create spotlighting event, we are literally just going to start with the designer templates designing phase and just create a few different ones. And the goal is that, that you spark a few ideas and you walk away with a couple fun ideas that you can scrapbook a page of your own and see what inspires you. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. I am going to, let me see, pin this. Hopefully it does that and all is well. Let me go right back over. Sorry, the light in the evening is not as awesome in here. I'm still working on that, but it will get there eventually, like all things. Okay, we're good. Everybody can see my hands, or did it just stay on two of us? I want to make that bigger. So let me see if I can, looks like it just went to my face. I don't want my face big. I want the position on the bottom big. So let's see. Move pin. Why isn't this working? Pin. Okay, well, I'm still not seeing it. You guys aren't seeing it? Am I not seeing it? Hello, Tina. How are you? Thanks for saying hi. I need my hand view back. So let me see. I am going to, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to move myself over to the next one. Give me 2 seconds to deal with this technology. Love it. Oh, make host, change host. And we're going to
There we go. Woo. Okay, let's put it back up there. Thanks, Cassandra. Lucy. Okay, so chestnut. I was sharing how much I love chestnut. You guys gonna hear what I said. No, chestnut is a really fun border. It's a spotlighted set for this month. I was just saying I've used it a little bit, at least recently, of course, a lot over the years. It's got a lot of miles on this set, that's for sure. I love how it, of course, it comes with the 3 different designs. If you're still new to Kiwi Lane, the borders come with 3 different designs, and each design has a side A and a side B on the borders. And of course, you can use one border alone, or you can layer them together, 2 different pairs in the set. You can layer those together. So it naturally allows you to easily accomplish a very nice layered look. And of course, very efficient and useful use of your paper stash as well, because it really just kind of builds this nice little frame that makes your pictures kind of the showcase, along with aesthetically building this nice little thing, right? And so it's really fun. You can, I mean, that's always kind of my go-to. I always love layering just 2 quick borders together. You could do top or top bottom, where they're both going the same angle. You could flip it where they're facing each other. I mean, the options are endless. You could do the side views here. And of course, your pictures and everything kind of flows and evolves. And that's kind of what creating does. But the beauty of the designer templates is that they allow you to visualize it and in such be inspired. And so instead of staring at an empty page, you really kind of need to give yourself that permission to stop over analyzing it or overthinking it or being in your head too much, right? Like trying to piece it all together, and just let that kind of visualization of playing with them spark the inspiration. And so usually when we start to play and adjust, something stands out to us, something, kind of ignites that inspiration. And then you just build from there. You just keep building off the top of it. And that's really what's fun about creating in general, right? It's just kind of that bringing something into existence. And so you just kind of let it flow. And the designer templates really help in that case to simplify that process. Sorry, one side of the borders, and you always know that is it kind of aligns. So if you do want to do a cross design like this, then you just find the side that pairs. And so in this case, 1B is on the left and 1A is on the right. And these are 12 by 12. Yes, Tina. So I'm using the 12 by 12 borders, and this is Chestnut Drive. Actually, this little simple guy right here, Chestnut Drive 3A, 3B, I have used so many times because I just love how it has this wide kind of curve right here. And it's just so fun to add in a few little accent pieces right there or photos. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to now grab the other featured sets. We're featuring Heart to Heart. Probably a lot of you guys have this in your collection. We've had it for a little bit. So of course, super fun to have. I don't feel like this is a set that you can't go wrong with. And the beauty of this set right here is that you're basically getting 4 in 2. So meaning like you get the small heart, you get the medium heart, and then you go get the outside heart. So I guess it's like 3, but you could do them as full hearts, or you can do them as like these ring type hearts where you have the inside cutouts. You can kind of really play off of the design of the designing templates as they are. And again, just kind of saying, what could I do with this, right? Could I thread some ribbon between that or something, right? And so really kind of allowing yourself to just, look at the templates and then kind of see and just where you think that might be. So again, like when I see that thing, that little inside swoop right there, I always think, oh, that's kind of a wide section, could be really fun to build on top of, and kind of see what you can come up with. So maybe a nice place for a photo to be kind of that main focus. And then You could do a cute little title or something like that along the edge. So I love adding little titles to my page. So as I'm creating, I'm always kind of thinking, where would I want to add a title? Now, sometimes I guess I do love to add titles, but I sometimes don't use titles. I'll use just a word in something that just captures the emotion of the page. Sometimes I'll add a big long journaling tag or something. I think it just matters of how much the pictures tell the story and how much it doesn't. And so that's really, really where I'm at on the title journaling effort. Tina, the tiny borders for cards, card sizes. That is a good question. I'm trying to think if the border, if chestnut is in one of those. I'd have to pull those out here, and I can pull it out in a minute and just double check, because the tiny borders are like a mixture of some of the large borders. So we don't have like a tiny border chestnut, that for sure. But I think some of these shapes might be in some of the tiny borders. I'm not 100% sure though. I'd have to look. I don't know off the top of my head. Okay, and then of course the other really fun featured set for this month is Flurry. And so I'm just going to kind of play with a few of these. Again, I'm going to stick to kind of the spotlighted set. This is just unvaulted. This is a set of 3 rings. And I was planning on sharing my screen, but it wasn't working and I had to take off the one device. So now I'm just down to my phone. But I wanted to share with you guys, and I'll post it in the community afterwards. But I love Flurry because naturally we think of snowflakes. We think, oh, use it with some winter paper or winter memories or stuff like that, right? Why is it saying my life has ended? You can see this content recorded now. Well, let me see what's going on. Facebook just said ended. You guys, can you see me? Okay, well, it's back on now, Facebook. I don't know. Did it cut out? Is my audio bad, you guys? Oh, okay. All right, well, just my computer decided to, I like lost the view. So where I was saying was that I have used this like with some yellow patterns and just like more of a sparkle on a page. It has nothing to do with winter. And even this little guy that's a little bit more snowflakey, it can add just a fun texture behind, and you could put a little flower on top. And it almost adds this layer of flowers behind it. So although we, think of Flurry, think of snowflakes, it's very diverse. The moment you, of course, change your paper, the look of it changes as well. So just know that. And like I said, I'll post those pictures that I was going to post in the community so you can kind of see the contrast of 2 layouts specifically that I was going to share with you. Okay, so I'm going to just see what we can do here. I'm going to layer a little bit of hearts. Here we go. And maybe I'll move, I don't know, this heart over here. And really sometimes I'll put things down. And when I kind of know I want to work with something, and then I'll pull in some other stuff. At this point, I'll probably pull in some photos. And I am going to use the photo sets because, again, I don't want to cut into my pictures or crop anything down necessarily. It's nice if you know how many pictures you're working to fit into it. If you're doing a 2-page spread like this, if you're doing a 1-page and you only have 1 or 2 pictures, that's pretty easy to accommodate around a design. I mean, it's easy to still have that effect of a page, and then if you want to add all your little bits and pieces depending on your personal style, if you like more detailed, if you like more simple, easy enough. But if you really want to add quite a few pictures, then I'll just pull a few of these little photo templates out. This is pretty much my go-to process to engage and start. Starting can be honestly the most intimidating part of most of anything we do in life, actually. Now that I think about it, I'm like, it's not just this, it's like anything we do, anything that's new or different or starting, it can be intimidating, right? And so even when we're like, oh, I've been scrapbooking, but you maybe haven't scrapbooked for a while, you think, oh, I'm out of it, I don't know what to do. I promise, it's kind of like once you start engaging those senses and waking it up, the templates really are that nice starting template, so they can help you kind of, kick it off as far as that goes. All right, so I'm gonna do, I always kind of do like just depends again how many you want. Sometimes I'll, as far as photos go, how many photos you want or need, right? That could be fun and different. So you can even see, I actually kind of even like how this edge picks up where this border leaves off. That's kind of fun to me. And then this one picks up, right here where that one kind of ends. I might have to, when I go to trace it out, I might have to add just a little silver sliver to this, or just put a strip, like a 1/2 inch strip in that. Kind of breaks it up that way. And I don't do this often, but I'm really kind of loving it. So just to kind of show that it's amazing what you kind of just, what comes into light here, that, sometimes I usually when I do like a back to back, when I say back to back, where it's like 2 borders back to back or whatever, right? Usually I'll do that on left and right. And I really like that balance point. Again, not all the time, but for the vast majority of my go-tos, I like a very nice balanced, well-balanced layout. And I've learned over the years that I'm pretty satisfied with the end result when I do that. And so I'm fulfilled, I'm satisfied, it works. But I really love how this side, it's actually really quite fun how you got kind of this top bottom, and then over here on the left, you have this back to back with the border designs. And then it's just a matter of your little accents or embellishments or whatever stash of things you might have that you can incorporate into it. And then kind of playing from there. I'm going to see what I can do from this top space. I'm not necessarily a space filler. Like I would even be happy if I just did a few little, I don't know, splats, or even some cute little sequences coming up if I was doing a very sparkly page, and I would be fine with this kind of white space up here. Like that would not bother me. But if you're like wanting to fit a few more in, you can see what else speaks to you for the most part. You could do something like that. You still allows movement around the pictures. And so it helps, really like hold everything together. Now, a lot of times might be the case where we want to kind of feel the large portion of that, which again, you could do. There's no really kind of wrong or right. Of course, clearly creating that is the nature of anything we create. As long as you're happy and you love it, then go for it. So that's another little thought process there. All right, I'm getting kind of stuck on this layout. I'm gonna have to remember this one. I'll take a screenshot. And then of course, even these little hearts can be cute, kind of stationed around in the corners, or little accent pieces. And again, that's what I love about heart to heart, is I could even do a few little floating smaller ones, and the medium sized one, and then the larger one. Oh, by the way, heart to heart, if you do not have this in your collection for the month of January, we are doing, let me think here. It is free with a $50 order during this month. So just another little added little offer there. And then Flurry is unvaulted. There is a very limited set. We brought it out of the vault once before, so the second time we didn't order as many, and so it's just available while supplies last. Okay. All right. Linda says, oh, awesome. Linda says that she compared it and it looks like Sincerely. Oh, you're right. Linda, right when you said that, Sincerely has this border in it. I remember now. Is the closest to Chestnut Dry. Yeah, it's a small version of that. So Sincerely has a few of the chestnut in there if you don't have that one. Was it Tina or Trina? I'm trying to remember who asked that. Sorry, the comments already disappeared. Hopefully that helps. All right, let's take the same sets and let's see what other kind of combinations or layout designs that we can play to create, of course, with these designer templates. Now, again, if you are new to QE Lane, I'm just kind of going over that, playing with the designer templates and the kind of the beauty of using them as a designer tool. And then as a template, it's really just simply trace, cut, ink, replace, and really taking advantage of that, the paper in those cases. And then of course, the little accents or details or whatever other little things that you want to pull in, the templates play friendly with a lot of different products, and probably will even spark a lot of ideas as far as pulling a few of the other types of tools or supplies that you have in your stash that you might have not used for a while. Now kind of give you a place to kind of focus on. Okay, you know what? I think I might try just a one border effect here. Give me a moment, guys. I'm gonna kind of just see what we can come up with. That's really cute. I love how that has created that shape in the middle. We could do maybe, so just maybe something very simple. You could do, I don't do that often either, but it is really fun. I'll be honest. It's sometimes, and then you just, the way I would clean it up is with this 1/2-inch strip. I would do a very structured 1/2-inch strip along that straight edge. And that usually really stabilizes the design. Oh, cool, Tina, good. Yep, perfect. And you have Sincerely, there you go. So Sincerely, if you love this shape, it's in there. Okay, so another thing I'll point out is I've also just kind of learned as I played with the designer templates, if I don't put it to the edge and I pull it down, or I pull it away from the edge, then usually what I'm doing right there is I am either thinking of maybe trying to throw in a few photos here. You can do a line of photos. It's always a great place and a great design if you have a lot of pictures that you want to accommodate in your design, right? So you could do something like that, or you could do 4 3x4s across a 12 page. So naturally you could do 3x4s across, right? So that's easy enough. Or we don't have the strip designer templates anymore. So now I just kind of, I'm trained myself to be like, well, I'll probably add a 2-inch strip. And so I just kind of usually, when I'm designing, I'll just pull it apart or pull it across the page, and I'll keep that in mind. Even sometimes when I'm designing a back to back and I know I want to do a strip, then when I'm designing it, I'll just try to use the templates separated a little bit to kind of give me that visualization to see, oh, do I want to do a strip of some kind, right? Whether it's a 1/2-inch strip, a 2-inch strip, you know, 1/2-inch strip, or you just lay one right over the top. So, okay. So that's kind of my natural instinct now, is like when I have a border, I'm like, oh, do I want to do it all the way tucked into the side or down a little bit? All right, so I think I will pull these out a little bit. And so this time you'll see that I'm reaching just kind of give my photos, because sometimes if you can get creative with your photos too, that will open sometimes the ideas maybe for some embellishments, right? To kind of fill in those little spaces or or, things like that. Let me do this. And again, I have committed to only these few sets. And if you're one that gets overwhelmed, you're like, well, one, go grab one of our idea books or something, right? And then, check out the designer templates that we have listed kind of as that formula recipe and follow it, or one of our idea books. And you can kind of use that design shape. But if you need to change some accessories, then change your accessories. But at least the blueprint of your layout is there. Awesome. That's what they're there for. So use them by all means. Or if you're wanting to kind of commit to just a few sets, that might help with not feeling overwhelmed by just allowing yourself, just a few to play with. So that's always a fun option too. Yeah, so Tina, the tiny borders, correct. They're 6 inches. You can do 6. They have markings on 4 and 3. So if you want to do smaller versions as well, correct. And I can pull those out again, like I said, here in a moment, just to kind of show the same process in regards to cards. I mean, of course, you're designing on a smaller scale, but so I started to put away my Christmas items, which I'll be honest, usually I don't, but I had a little time on Sunday evening. So I thought, I should do it before 2 more weeks goes by, and I ended up not doing it. And then I thought I better pull out some Valentine's stuff because I seem to always kind of bypass Valentine's. I don't have a lot of Valentine's home decorations. I'll be honest, it's not one of the holidays I, decorate much, but I have a few things for my tier tray. And so I started to pull those out. I need to make a few more things. So I might have to do a special craft in where we just make some cute Valentine things. And because I need to get a few things done. So there's nothing like creating with other people to make you, complete a few things from start to finish. Well, here's another quick layout. So I kind of think a little journaling thing or something. So I kind of mentally made that note. But again, easy enough to, fill in the space if you'd like, in that case. So just another quick little design using this month's spotlighted sets. Does anyone have any questions? Hopefully I didn't miss the comments too much. I was kind of distracted. That's the thing. Usually when you really start playing with the designer templates, it really engages you and allows you to just have fun, which is the nature of play, right? To allow yourself to play and to have fun and give yourself permission more than anything. And then just know that there's so many options. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've played with the chestnut border and I've never done that other border design that we just did, or how many times I've played with, flurry, and it still feels new and fresh every time. So there really is endless design options, especially when you start mixing and matching and layering different combinations, you come up with fun different things as well. But I guess where I'm trying to take that is that just kind of go with the design, there's always another layout, I'm sure. I don't think any of us are exempt from being 100% caught up. I guess I shouldn't say that. I know there are some people out there. I used to be semi caught up, but never fully caught up. Everyone kept saying that I was, and that was not the truth. I was like 2 years behind, but then life got a little bit crazier, and now that 2 years turned into, I don't know, I'd have to look at my photos, but I like to scrapbook what I emotionally feel, so I don't scrapbook in chronicle order, but I definitely have like a stash of things from a few years, 6 years ago, things like that. So, okay, really quickly, Tina, I'm going to pull out the card borders for you, and we're going to just quickly play really fast. Sentiment is the one that we mentioned, and also then of course what I recommend for any of the like smaller ones would be, you could do tiny seasons or tiny springtime or tiny seaside. So tiny, T is for tiny, so you'll want to incorporate that. I don't know if I have a card base. I do have a stack of finished cards sitting here, just kind of give you a look of what can be accomplished with a few designer templates. Those ones, I sent out the other ones I had, but I really want to send out the rest of those snowman cards, because I feel like January is still appropriate for that, right? Okay, I'm trying to find a colored background. I don't have, these are all on white cardstock, so that's going to be hard to see if they're not on a colored background. So let me cut a piece of paper really quickly, and we will get ourselves a card base. Actually, I have this card sheet that we used to develop, which were so fun. And it comes with the card base and then a few patterned papers to do that. But then we ended up creating the other cards where all these pieces were cut out so that you don't have to trim them out. But I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, of course, as a card base, flip it over. And just like we were designing on our backgrounds for our cards, you're going to design on the top of your card base. And so you just really kind of lay that design out. If you don't want it, you could just create on a spacing if you want, but I just usually create on the card base or the background sheets that I'm going to end up scrapbooking on top of in that case. Actually, I'm not sure sentiment is the one. Sentiments, hold on. Maybe, give me a moment. Give me a moment. Let's see. Oh, bliss. No. Sincerely? Oh, is it sincerely you said, not sentiment? Hi. It is, because the chestnut border one that I said I loved so much is in sincerely. I pulled out sentiment, not sincerely. So, I mean, they're all great. They're all cute. And then also this one that's in chestnut is in sincerely too. So those are all fun ones. But we'll play with sincerely for a moment. So the borders are a little bit different on cards. You could do them, you would do the A, B instead of left, right on a 2-page spread. You could do top, bottom like this. You could do one on the, you could take advantage of one on the inside of your card, because again, when you do go to trace this out, instantly you just get, because you trace it once, you're going to get both designs. But you could do something really quick and simple like that. And you have this nice foundation to kind of work on top of. You can pull in a little embellishments from your stash. You could pull in a cute little flower designer template that you can use over and over again for a little bit more of that foundation. And then you can even still layer a few little accent pieces, or I don't know, a cute little button or something. I don't like to put too many thick things on my cards because I like to keep them a little bit more lightweight for shipping purposes, if need be, right? But something too light and not too bulky always kind of does the trick in the center of flowers. So super fun. How does flurry fit on the card? Okay, so on a traditional card size, so this is 5.5, right? By 4 1/4. So that's kind of what it looks like. The smallest one could do a cute little, and again, I'd probably do a strip right there. When I pull it away from the edge, I would do a cute little strip. Let me see where the where I put my other one there. If you're doing a larger card, well, that one actually does fit there too. This could be cute, just a snowflake, really. You don't even have to add borders in every scenario. Now, granted, the borders do ground the design, and that's what I love about the borders. They give a lot of movement, but like a clean movement. And so it's kind of fun how it kind of grounds those. This is what I'm talking about, the snowflakes, right? So naturally, if you cut it out of blues and silvers and whites, you'll think snowflakes. It will be aesthetically a snowflake. But you can also just have it a fun little texture behind the flower, super cute like that. So that's that one. And then the large one, you probably would do more of a side angle design, maybe something like that, where you would trim off, you know, certain pieces is probably how I do it. All the way cute like that could be really fun. Kind of poking, you can trim it off, or you could do like a 6x6 card. It would fit really cute that way too, in that case. So yeah, that's actually really cute, Tina. I have not used flurry on a card yet. That would be really, really fun. Super fun. So sentiments is the one that looks like our, our chestnut. So this is like chestnut 2A. This is sincerely, sorry, not sentiment. I said it again, sincerely. So you got similar little shapes. So if you like the chestnut shape for your scrapbooking pages, you'll love sincerely in that case. For card making, for those of you like to also create cards. And of course, the designer templates are a wonderful with using your scraps of paper. That's what I love most, is just really stretching that paper and just seeing what it transform into as far as even some additional cards. I'm always kind of create a 2-page for me, love scrapbooking, and then I'll come over and just create a quick card in that case. So you're welcome. You're very welcome. All right, guys. Well, that was a lot of fun. I have the itch now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like, I always want to stay on with you guys and just keep going and going, because it's always just so amusing and fun, and to see what you can come up with next. And then of course you just trace and cut those out. And as far as like I had this little sheet of paper I was telling you about, right? And then yeah, if you were tracing the borders out, whether it's tinies or littles, or I mean tinies or scrapbooking, you would line it up on the edge for your 12x12s. You would line it up on a 12x12 sheet of paper and then trace. Then I just, of course, make a mark where I make that mark. I do a straight cut with my paper trimmer. And then one cut up the center will give you those 2 pieces that I was referring to. And then after that, for a 2-page spread, of course, if we were doing our 12-inch, then you would have that balance instantly. One cut would give you both pieces, and you would be able to just complete your layers really quickly that way. On a card, if you want to take advantage of the AB from one design, and if it happens to be, you could do this, where you lay them back to back. You could flip it if it's double-sided, and then have 2 different patterns showcasing back to back. I did mention the one on the inside. You could do 2 different cards to take advantage of the 2 designs from the one cut. If you wanted to have a little bit, pull in another border to have a few different movements in there or things like that. So that is the borders. So that is a close look at the flory, the chestnut, the heart to heart, and even a special guest appearance from Sincerely. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I, of course, will see you guys in the community. And until then, keep playing to create. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Take care, guys. Bye now.